And welcome back to the program. Joining us now is Andrea Wasserman, an executive coach who helps professionals decode workplace dynamics to help them thrive in their careers. I have so many questions. Andrea, welcome to the program.
Thanks for having me, Mark.
Okay, so you decode these things. Unlock the code for us. What is it?
Well, first, let's talk about what this idea of a code even is. And it really is that every organization has 18 different variables, at least.
Yes.
So many.
Can we start again? Sorry.
Yes, no problem.
I had a bad cut here.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, and Patrick, so ISO me, ISO her, two-shot, right? When we introduce?
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Okay.
I can't decode the whole thing here.
No, I know.
Rolling.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And welcome back to the program. Joining us now is Andrea Wasserman. She is an executive coach who helps professionals decode workplace dynamics to help them thrive in their careers. I have so many questions for you. Thank you. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, so you've got this decoder. Unlock the code for us. Give us an idea.
Well, the code is unique in that it has so many different dynamics that vary based on the organization. So in order to succeed, to climb the corporate ladder, you need to be thinking about who your boss is, what team you're managing that gives you leverage, who your peers are that you need to be influencing, what the culture is, the politics, the policies. And so these are all of the factors that go into how you bring yourself to work and set yourself up for success.
So if I hear you correctly, and you have experience leading global teams, you're saying you can't just focus on your team. You have to focus on all these other dynamics, other teams in the company, leadership up, leadership down. It's not just about you and your little team.
It's not just about you. It's not just about your little team. The key takeaway is that you need to be able to lead via influence across all functional areas in the company, up, down, around, 360 degrees.
That's a lot to keep track of, especially as the dynamics in a company or organization changes. You're trying to manage your team, but you're saying it's kind of required these days.
It is absolutely required. Companies are more global, more challenged, more dynamic than ever before. And if you're not thinking about all of these moving pieces, then you're really not able to navigate through them in the most effective ways.
You talked about global companies. You have over 20 years of experience. You are a seasoned Fortune 500 executive. So I'm really curious, what are some of the biggest mistakes you see when working with corporate leaders? And you've worked with a lot of them.
I think the biggest mistake, really, Mark, is that leaders will move from company to company and think that what worked in one company will work in the next one. Now, it's not that you need to unlearn everything you've done before, but you do need to, what I call, style flex. And what that means is adapting your behavior, adapting your workflow to fit the culture and the policies of every organization that you happen to join. So you can't, for example, just say, I want to build a brand. I want to build my personal brand in an organization, and I have clients who come to me and say that. You have to really think about what is going to resonate as my brand in this organization versus a different organization that may have different people in politics.
Basically, you're saying you have homework. When you move from one company to another, don't rest on your laurels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You also have this online course. You're like Professor Andrea, right? So let's say you've got this online course. You help college students turn their internships, particularly I think the junior year, into full-time job offers.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Well, so first of all, most of my client base on a day-to-day basis is really mid-career leaders who want to become senior executives as quickly as possible. But yes, there is this gap for college students where, for all of the value of universities, they're not teaching students how to show up in the workplace and succeed, let alone become senior executives. And so what you need to know is that I am filling this gap. I am teaching them what they need to know in order to have such a successful summer internship that they do get that offer to return.
Can I tell you, I'm going way back. I'm not even going to date myself here. You know, I felt there was a lack of support for me getting the internship, but then what do I do with this internship? Like, I'm in the middle of a newsroom in a major market in America. It was a springboard for my journalism career, but how do I take advantage of it? Am I supposed to be networking? Am I supposed to just do my job? I feel like there needs to be some support, a coach, to say, here's how you can make the most of it, and here's how you can use it as a springboard.
Definitely. And by the way, you mentioned, are you supposed to just do your job? The key takeaway is that you are never just supposed to do your job, no matter what level you're at in an organization. And yes, that is something that interns certainly don't know. And so we're talking about exactly that. We're talking about what it means to build executive presence, how you go about managing your boss, which people don't realize they even need to be thinking about.
Professor Wasserman, let me ask you our final question. I've got 30 seconds left here. What is one piece of advice? You've seen all these leaders around the world. You've led teams, Fortune 500 companies. You've been part of them. What is one piece of advice you can give those mid-level rising leaders and executives so that they can climb the rungs on that ladder?
It really is, I'll use what I just said as a springboard. Doing your job is not enough. Influence is what gets you to the next level.
Andrea Wasserman, Professor Andrea Wasserman, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks again, Mark.
And we'll be right back.